Dishies, welcome back to the parlor. Did you know that I was so excited to film this Sally Army haul? I tried to do it right after I filmed my Goodwill haul, the last video that you watched, that it got dark and I couldn't use any of what I filmed. I am so excited to show you all the fun things that I've been finding at the Sally Army. So just as a point of reference, the Sally Army is on the way to when I pick up my son from school. It's right on the way, and so before I pick him up in the afternoon, I often will, if I have a few minutes, I'll just zip right in there. I mean, I can literally go from the main road into the parking lot, and I'll spend 15, maybe 30 minutes tops there, and I'll just take a quick run through and see if I find anything new. This is just an amalgam of all the different times that I've been there in the last few weeks. But I do have one thing from NCI. But if you follow me on Instagram, you saw this, and I love it so much. I'm sure you're gonna love it too. It's this circa 1950 Miro-Matic kitchen timer. It's in an aluminum casing with kind of a hard plastic Bakelite style face with the red lettering there, and I can't really see anything more retro. This belongs in my kitchen and I love it. And what's funny is my kids love using it. Seth started timing things on it right away, and my other son Julian, who does a lot of cooking, he's been using it as well. And this was made by Lux Clock Manufacturing sometime around 1950. Sally Army, let's go. So I found another recipe box. This one is by Syndicate Manufacturing Company. This is probably another mid-century recipe box. It's metal, pretty blues and golds. Don't those colors look nice together? And a little bit of green, of course. The color is just ever so slightly faded. It was probably someone like me, and they had it on their counter in their kitchen where the sun was coming in. It's clean as a whistle inside. It holds a 3x5 recipe card. The coloring on the sides is better than the coloring on the front and the back. There are very few light scratches. There's no big scratches across it, and there's no rust. There's some wear along the bottom where you can see underneath it, but that's to be expected, right? So that will be for sale in my Etsy shop. This there also, oh, I just really love all these things. This is a Kerr jelly glass jar. It's about a half a pint, which I think is just a cup, right? It's a half a pint size, and it has this metal Kerr jelly glass lid, and these were made in the 1940s. And it has little, you can see, can you see? It's got little stars along the top here. I hope you can see that. Yeah. So I've just been using it for my butter that I keep out by the stove in the kitchen where I cook all the time, and I'm always changing up what I put my butter in because I have little things like this. So this I will be keeping, and that was 99 cents, pretty sure. I found just recently, I found this little box of Denison gummed labels, and it really looked brand new. And don't beat me up too much. Unfortunately, I tried all my little tricks and I could not get their label, their Sally Army's label off the box without tearing it. However, I'm just keeping it. It's not worth $1 million or anything. Some of these things I still have the price on. I hope that doesn't bother you. I found this Hazel Atlas Cobalt pitcher. You've all seen these before. This is like a little milk pitcher. You could fill it up and pour your cereal for your milk in there. I don't know, I would guess this holds about 12 ounces. And this pattern was called Aurora and is probably from the 1930s and 40s, maybe even into the 50s. And it was 99 cents. I have a problem with restaurant ware. Does anyone else just love restaurant ware? I love it. However, it does not sell for very much. It really doesn't, unless you find some really rare piece or whatever. It's heavy, expensive to ship, and it just makes me sad. I have a fair amount of it that I use, but I just, oh my gosh, I have such a hard time resisting. And I put this back. I walked past it and I put it back. And of course I couldn't take my mind off of it because I thought it was pretty unusual. And this is a Hilton Hotel cup and saucer. And some restaurant ware, like this Shenango one, is very easy to date because they were very good about stamping their items. This one is difficult to see, but with my loupe, I could make it out. It's an N with a 9 next to it, which makes this from 1951. Hilton Hotels. Look at the cool handle. I like the way it's really attached down here. Can you just imagine yourself in the Hilton Hotel in 1951 with your fur coat? Well, I guess that's not very correct. In your tweed coat, sipping on some coffee. I can. So that will be for sale. I will be selling that. And now, so every now and then, the Sally Army will say 50 cents every dish and cup. 50 dish, cups, mugs, plates, saucers, any size plate, 50 cents. So any dishware, 50 cents. So I found these one day when I was walking in there. Look. This is, of course, uranium glass. Now, I don't need any more, and it doesn't sell that well for me, and I don't have the saucers, but actually, I bought 4 pieces. I bought 3 in this block optic, which was a hawking pattern from the early 1930s, and I bought this one lone, also hawking spiral pattern, which was from the late 1920s. They all glow, but I bought these for my friend who watches my channel and lives in Connecticut. I sent you some uranium glass saucers. I just thought you could use them for, your tablescapes. These don't completely match, but I thought if you want them, I would love to send them to you. If you don't want them, that is totally fine. Also, I'll just resell them. But I did buy these for my friend who lives in Connecticut. You know who you are. So just let me know. You can leave a comment below, or you can contact me on Instagram, or you can email me. All my information is in the description box. And let me know if you want these to go as a mix and match with your uranium glass saucers, or you can just drink your cocoa out of them. That's what I would do. These are my favorite things. I have 3 more things. Look at this. I'm going to just preface this a little bit. This is from Harker Potteries out of Ohio. They used to bill themselves as the oldest pottery in the United States. And they started manufacturing this cameo ware in the 1930s, and they manufactured it all the way up to the 1950s. And this particular pattern on this one is called White Rose. I think it's White Rose. You know this stuff. You know you've seen these in magazines and antique malls. Look at this gorgeous rolling pin. So it has a hole on one side where you could hang it and a cork on the other side. Now I aim to get this out of there and put a new one in. I'm gonna have to be very careful about that. Yeah. But you would put, of course, some icy cold water in there. And then I don't know how you'd roll your pie crust with this little embossed rose on there, but I imagine this was really more for decoration than use, but you could use it. So they made dishes and other kitchenware in this pattern. You know, you've seen it. They made it in this beautiful chelene blue and yellow and pink. Yeah. So yeah, Harker Rolling Pin, $3.99. But how could I leave that? It goes with all my other 20s, 30s, and 40s kitchenware. Okay, that was not my very favorite. Okay, getting closer. Two more things. Okay, how about this? How about this? Do you know what Descoware is? I've talked about it before. This was the cookware that Julia Child used. They started out in the 1950s. They were a Belgian company, and they made the enameled, you know, porcelain enameled cast iron cookware that is so popular now under the brand name Le Creuset. So Le Creuset swept in the 1970s and stole the market from Descoware. I have a vintage Descoware blue pot that you see in some of my cooking videos, a Dutch oven, and I found this. I found this. Look at this. Oh, it's very heavy. This is a Descoware coffee pot, circa 1960, maybe 1970. And they called this, I think Le Creuset calls their, you know, reddish color flame, and they called this cherry flame. Oh my gosh, it weighs so much. It is in great condition. This is the only little blemish on it. It has all its, let me show you this while I'm holding it. I don't know that this thing was ever used. It is spotless inside. It does have some wear on them. I didn't even clean it. It's, you know, I'll show you the price again in a minute. It comes with the little filter, which, you know, warrant, it could use something. You could always put a paper filter in there. This just to keep it settled, right? And the lid. So this is a lighter metal, you know, this is probably more of a steel here, and the lid, which when you're done, so you just put it on your stove and make it and percolate it. And then here it is when you're done, when you take this out. This mother load was $10.99, and I used my 25% off coupon, which made it like $8.25 or something like that. I will be selling that. There are precious few of those available online, so they sell very well, and I know that I would never use it. It sure is pretty. Okay, this last item is my favorite, and I want you to guess what it is. Yes, it's a Scotty Dog, but take a look at it and let me know if you know anything about it. You're all more knowledgeable than me, so you probably know about it, but I did not know about it. I saw this on the shelf at Sally Army. It was 99 cents. I already had some goodies in my basket, and I picked it up and I said, I don't know. You know, it wasn't love at first sight for me. And I picked it up and I took a look at it and I said, oh, I don't know what that is. And even if it is vintage, it probably doesn't sell very much. I said, okay, well, it's only 99 cents. What do I have to lose? So I picked it up, and I'll tell you what I've been using it for. You know, in your car where you have that little cubby hole and you're always looking for things when you're driving around. Well, I thought I'm gonna put it in there because it was growing on me and I was just ever so slowly falling in love with him. And I said, okay, well, I'm gonna put my mints in there, put my lip balm in there, put my lipstick in there, put my nail file in there, and put my little hair ties on his tail, and I'll just tuck them in there, and then when I'm looking for those things, I'll know where they are, and I found out that he is from the 1930s. He's a promotional item that was given away in Post Grape Nuts Flakes cereal. For 2 boxes, you would get this little cutie pie creamer. He's a creamer. Isn't he adorable? I understand he was made by Ellie Smith and that he's from the 1930s. At first I thought he was, maybe you thought so too, I thought he was for, you know, sugar packets like you see in a restaurant. And I'm gonna keep him. Do you like him? I do. Did you enjoy all those fun items? Did you have a favorite item? I would love to hear what your favorite item is. Don't be sad that Halloween is going to be over soon. November 1st, I have another giveaway, so come back. I've given you a little preview. Your choice between that and the butterfly gold I showed in my last video, so no need to be sad in that lull between now and Thanksgiving. That, after the November giveaway, I have a video that week that I'm going to be showing you that is going to make you very happy. And I know it's going to make you very happy because it makes me very happy. So come back then. I can't wait to show you what I have. There's no need to be sad. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for sharing this fun haul with me. Cheers, everyone.